What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Shiny Kanto Dex run. In the last episode, we didn't really find any shines, but we're going to continue going for Nidoran as a Rattata interrupts. Hopefully we get a shiny this time around, unlike last time, like I said. With Nidoran still being our main target, and without further ado, let's get started. Yeah, not really keeping track of how many I've caught, other than the fact that the Dex kind of shows. So like if I go into Pokédex right now, you can see how many Nidoran we are into this hunt right now. If I go over to Nidoran Male, I can see that we've caught 160 of these so far. So technically speaking, I'm pretty sure we're still under odds. And hopefully we find the shiny before like that, like percentages hit. How's it going, SA? How is that not excellent? How y'all doing today? Excuse me. Yeah, a drinker before I came over here. Yeah, the mic is working, right? Yeah. Please don't. I am sick of the overrod tons. Rattata took forever. We're getting PTSD that this Nidoran's gonna follow. I mean, at the same time, Nidoran isn't like getting the same treatment as Rattata where I'm keeping the chain. I'm breaking the chain like every time I do this. Because I use the switch for other things. This is the wrong Nidoran. This one. Oh. Yeah, I'm worried that we're gonna phase, possibly. Which, the only phase that I'm not, like, gonna catch would right now be Rattata. Because, like, I already got 2 of them. Oh, I already did. Like, the way I even unlocked, like, the shinies for this was by playing through the game, and I decided to make it more fun and use only shinies. That's why there were 6 others already, like, obtained on the list. Like, things like Sandslash, Starmie, Pidgeot, all those were already obtained because I caught them when I was playing through the game. And Sandshrew was a nightmare. So was Growlithe as well. Well, that's just a cakewalk in most cases. Like, being a game of only legendaries is pretty easy in most cases. The hardest part is just getting the first one in most. Wait, we don't... That's a bit more interesting, because, like, you'd have to probably do some shenanigans to, like, get poison on every single one of them and then somehow survive long enough in the fights. But then even like things like Koga become a nightmare because they have bug and poison types. Primarily poison. So it'd be a little bit like tricky, and at the same time, Weedle doesn't get that many moves in this game, so well, that's already been done. I'm pretty sure that Alpharad did that, where he beat with only Mudkip. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he beat what was it, Emerald with only Mudkip? And took a few tricks to even get good moves on the Mudkip in like the Elite Four. I mean, I've thought about trying to do like one of those with only a single Pokemon challenge, but the thing is, most of my favorites are strong Pokemon, so it isn't really an eye-catching thing. I mean, things like Victini or Ceruledge. Or Incineroar. I mean, with a Litten would be an interesting one, I think, with like Sun and Moon. But at the same time, like, videos like that, like, people don't really know it. It takes people like months, if not years, to complete like challenges like that sometimes. Because grinding of a Mon that has like horrible base stats is not easy. I had a thing for if you could even get an Arceus naturally in that game. And I mean, you can get it by transferring, but like, that's about it. That's true, you can always modify the games. So you can get the starter at the start. Okay, speaking of which, on like those type of challenge runs, the next Pokerogue one might be coming in the near future as well, alongside the next stream already being like planned, like thumbnail made and such. Like the next game, actually, I had the thing for right here. If I can pick it up, is gonna be Super Mario Galaxy 2. I got the disc right here. The Wii is actually able to work on my OBS. And for the next game, I'm thinking Psychic type could be a neat one to go for next. Because, like, for Fairy type, I still gotta work on my Zacian to get it ready. So, yeah. The, like, two, like, future planned streams right now in mind is Mario Galaxy 2 and Psychic type run in Pokerogue. Yeah, I got a starter in mind that I'm gonna be using. Or at least one of them. Gotta see what my options are after that. Do you have a number for what you think we're gonna find the Nidoran on? Like, chain-wise? And Nuzlocke in the Brilliant Diamond could be a neat thing, but like, the thing is right now for challenge runs, I have one in mind that I still technically owe you guys for hitting 500 and we're almost 600. Which was me to do a sleep block in Omega Ruby. I technically still owe you guys that from 500. I just need to wait for a time for me to get way more, like, open schedule points. And that became kind of difficult with work and school at the exact same time. But with college ending soon, I might have an opening pop up at, like, some random point. I need, like, a 72-hour span just to be safe with that. And with, like I said earlier, the time off thing from school, it might be possible to find that window. It's like in the coming weeks, I'll probably like mention ahead of time if I find an opening in my schedule. Then I might use that to my advantage. But as of right now, the upcoming ones, like I said, are Mario Galaxy and Pokerogue. You know, 'cause it's something that was when I was talking about being made. And now I sound like a broken record. It's just like, I don't know what else to talk about. Like, you're mentioning things like the Brilliant Diamond, like, Nuzlocke, which I haven't done one in Brilliant Diamond yet, so it could be an interesting topic. Not to mention probably a painful one because, like, the Elite Four. Watch the language, but I do agree with you. Although I'm somewhat lucky that my major is more project-based, so I don't really have as much homework as most people. But I still have homework like every now and then. Like recently I had to do like 3 research papers within like 2 days. Papers, I can speak. It's alright. Yeah, I was up till like 4 in the morning, like I think 2 or 3 days ago. We're just working on assignments. Then I find out we're not even supposed to have that thing due until like next week. So I stayed up for nothing. No, it wasn't like a whoops and like student wise. It was the teacher's fault. They put the wrong day on the schedule of the website. Even bigger whoops. Yeah, you can probably tell I'm a busy man in most cases. Because usually there's at least something each day for me, which makes it kind of hard to plan things. That's usually why my streams tend to move around a bunch, like, with scheduling wise. Because, like, I get my schedules, like, around, like, Fridays. So I have to update my streams around when that happens. Figure out what days I actually have, like, open. I know this recent one's a little bit of a mess up, but still. Charizard can now spawn. So what have you been up to, SA? Like, enough about me. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on the stream, by the way. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, from what I noticed of, like, that one video that, like, blew up out of nowhere, the likes were the main difference that I noticed. A lot of school stuff. Yeah, I feel you there. Yeah, from what I've noticed of that one video, the main difference was the like number was a lot higher at the start. And I think that's what might have triggered the, like, bit of a burst in viewership. That still is somehow growing. I'm checking on it daily and it gains like a few hundred each time. I don't know how Shaman, but it keeps blessing my channel. Gonna find another way to use Shaman in a video. How's it going dark? Yeah, how have you been, man? That's good to hear. Anything new like kind of happened around you? Like, I know you like made that Discord server for the Xymon mods, or like more game creators. Like, what's that whole thing about? Yeah, sometimes when I see this, I'm just playing around with the string on the Pokeball Plus while I wait for the ball to catch. It's a desert. Yeah, it might help out a little bit with that, I feel like. But I could have sworn we had something similar to that in the actual Xymon, like, Discord as a whole. Try and see the shadows, like, every time when they pop up. It's true. I also noticed you changed the logo to purple. Also, yeah, Dark, with that whole jingle thing you wanted to try to come up with, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure you spelled jingle wrong in that DM. You might want to get something that's like less than 10 notes. And then if you wanted to change it like every now and then, use a different instrument. Yeah, I understand. Trust me, I've had my own like brainstorming ideas about Xymon as well on the side. One of them I actually forgot to mention a few times to you, but I can't say on a live stream. Because it'd be spoilers for the game. And it would heavily imply changing up the lore a little bit. I don't know how you would like interpret like you as a Xymon in this case. Like from what your profile picture looks like, I can't really tell, but it looks like a wave, and also like your name is mainly letters. So I mean, when the game comes out, it's possible that you could try and name a Xymon after yourself, but the game is still like highly in development. Like we don't have a release date yet. Plot twist, you're just a cat typing on a keyboard. So yeah, Dork, what have you been up to lately? Yeah, Nidoran. Now what? Now let's see, if it pops up on 37, then you're correct. Mostly school stuff. Yeah, tell me about it. I was just mentioning earlier how to stay up like until like 4 in the morning or what to work on an assignment. Yeah, school is a pain. Yeah, that is somewhat true. There are a lot of Mons on this route. There's the Nidoran line and the Spearow line, which in total I think is 8? Because Poliwag got somewhere else, and I'm not hunting in that tiny pond. Like, that's like the one rule of this challenge, is that if there's a way easier way by a long shot to hunt something, like Poliwag for example, we're hunting it somewhere else. But other than that, it's going to be in like their first found area. Unless it's a pain there. Hey, by the way, since I mentioned earlier, Dark, what are your thoughts on Psychic being the next type for a Pokerogue run? Random Fearow. No, I won't be using Hoopa. There's another Mon I have in mind. Which makes it actually impossible to use Hoopa, but still. Yeah, I didn't even think of Hoopa for a moment. I forgot how overpowered that guy was. Yeah, I completely forgot Hoopa was like a strong Mon in Pokerogue. I'm shocked you didn't think of the Mon I was gonna use it like from the beginning. I mean, Hoopa was a good guess, I will say that much. I have to check if it's even possible to use those two at the same time. This is encounter number 33. You have 4 more to get it. Three more to get it. 38? You said within 10. It's not this encounter either because I just saw the Nidoran spawn. Oh, hey guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on the stream. The likes actually help with getting this stream more well known on YouTube. We need more people to talk to. Which means more lively streams. Well, usually on some streams there's people known as lurkers, which are just people who watch and don't say anything. Trust me, every single stream has them. You lied to me. This is number 37 and there's still no shiny. Can't see the Charizard. Oh, there it is. I'm just waiting for the Charizard or the Dragonite to shine while we're doing this. Keep guessing one ahead of what we're actually going at. So just realized, how does Charizard's flame have a shadow? Doesn't that normally emit lights? Well, I'm asking the questions. No, don't jinx me. I don't want to be stuck here for another, like, 500 encounters. For a single shiny. Had to wait for the moment to strike. It kept jumping. Why GTA 2? Like, I really haven't played the GTA games, so... I don't want to play GTA. Not a fan of those types of games. Especially single player wise. Yeah, I know I keep yawning, but I don't know why. Starting to run a little low on Pokeballs. I don't know why the ball isn't throwing right. Anything you guys want to talk about, by the way? Kind of a silent moment right now. Oh no, not politics. Anything but politics. Yeah, one of the reasons I don't really talk about politics often is because I don't want people to basically get mad at me for being on one side or the other. If that makes any sense. Like, for all I know, Dark could be on the opposite side of what I'm into, and I could hate him for that afterwards when finding out. So, like, see what I mean? That's why I try and keep it as, like, a blind spot. Elaborate? Are you talking about like the secondary mouth, like, type of thing? And Spearows. Starting to run a bit low on Pokeballs. That's the last Pokeball. I think next will be Premier Balls that we're going to be using. Because we don't really need an Ultra Ball to catch this thing. Yep, Premier Balls. Oh, it's not inverted. I mean, it's kind of close. But, like, the base of the ball is white either way on a Pokeball compared to a Premier Ball. Luckily, the controller is shaped like one, so you can get a decent reference. Also, wouldn't the inverted be more like, green on the top and black on the bottom? For white stripe? I don't know what to talk about. So if you guys have any topics other than politics, I'm all ears. thought green was red's opposite. And the color wheel lied to me. Actually, I guess if you're looking at an RGB like style wheel, that would kind of make sense. Not really. Give me some context to that. Like, what is Expedition 33? Why did my dog run at this? My dog just fled the room from that. One of the things I've been doing recently was... Oh, it's a game? Yeah, one of the things I've been doing a lot recently was playing Cookie Run. Like, I'm trying to get the, like, newest cookie that got added. Because, apparently it's a very strong one. Now it comes back at the, hearing of cookies. Fat. Oh, both me and Dark have been playing it recently. And I'm actually a bit of a veteran in the game. Like, I'm actually in, like, the top 5% of, like, players in my server. So I can say that I'm pretty good. Just, updates make it kind of tricky to get some of the cookies. Because some of them are locked behind certain factors. And most of them are behind a gotcha. Oh yeah, it's a good game. It's like a mix of everything in some sense. Like a bit of RPG, a little bit of like base building, a bunch of characters to use in battles. Like there's a lot of things to it, even an exploration kind of system in some sense with levels. And it's also a very long story. Okay, if you try going to the Hogberry server, that's where me and Dark are. Make sure you don't make the same mistake as like half the people who have tried it in this community. I was going Mason the Name Changer. It's been a minute. thought I saw blue in one of the Nidorans. Nidoran female is blue, not white. Also, I saw it was really the blue aura that appears around Mom when they're small. Like that one right there. That's why I saw near a Nidoran and thought it was a shiny. Unbelievable. I think it depends on the gun that I get. Because, fun fact about me, I actually have a pretty good, like, shot with things. Like, I have really good accuracy. Oh no, not the 100 human and 1 gorilla fight question. In my sense, I feel like the gorilla would win at the start, and then might get tired and lose. My most effective gun? In that sense, I would probably pick a turret. Like a minigun turret. And then I think I would win. Shoot him down like a whole array of them before they can even get close. Or just get a tank and drive over them. Because suddenly a tank has a gun, so it counts. Just waiting for the blue male Nidoran to pop up. Were you a gorilla? At least you're getting better of it, I will say that much. But you're not rambling on for ages anymore, so you're getting better at, like, containing it. I'd probably say the trained Marines, because most military learn martial arts, which basically pure muscle is not gonna do anything. Even so, even with like I think I word probably like, even with them being spiced up, if that makes sense, or like what do you even call that in that case? Juiced, like spice, heated, like I don't even know what you'd say is the proper term for that. Even when they're boosted, they're not gonna make a difference. It's Marines. That's military officers that are highly trained in every way of combat, versus the same person just the same amount of times, copy pasted. I think the gorilla is losing in that case. So we're crack gorilla. Just noticed that. Godzilla versus one silverback Godzilla. I think Godzilla's winning. I was thinking of that dang Skylander when you mentioned that. Gorilla Drilla. Can you say it like that? Find out if I still have all my Skylanders, and that was actually one of the ones that helped me out a bit. Because I found a combo for him that let him become basically a turret machine. What's up? It's a gorilla that knows how to use a weapon and has it, and is also on something. Also, don't forget, the gorilla only has 2 ears. So they'll kind of run out of options quickly. I said ears, not years. Yeah, it's playing around with the string on the Pokeball. I mean, don't most kids have to kind of take a class for that? Like, to not do drugs? You mean in terms of, like, fighting? I'd probably have to pick the crocodiles, mainly because they aren't as agile as a velociraptor. And people have fought crocodiles before, so it's more easy to do that. I'll see, technically speaking, a crocodile is kind of weak from behind. Like, their back is like a weak spot if you can somehow get to it. It's kind of difficult because they can turn fast, but still. Armed to how? They don't have opposable thumbs. How are they grabbing stuff? Armor? Man, why did they get armor? They already have armor in their scales. Bazooka? I'm telling you now, if you try and give a crocodile a bazooka, it's gonna try and eat it, and then it's gonna probably blow itself up. So, easy win. Oh, it's against each other. Yeah, if it's against each other, then definitely the Velociraptors. They have a lot more advantages over Crocodile. Especially if they're both in a confined space of even ground. It's Kamikaze. I mean, if it's Kamikaze Crocs, that means it's just either a tie or one loses. There's no chance for the crocodiles to win. Final Fantasy summons. Of course, you mentioned that of all things. Yeah. That's alright. It's actually more funny than anything else. Like you mentioned that for Kamikaze Croc. They did it twice, actually. I think it depends on how many crocodiles there are. I mean, it did get delayed to like another year back, I think I heard. Man, we're gonna get Hollow Knight Silksong before GTA 6. I never really played GTA, so not like it's not the biggest deal. I mean, they're more just for the memes, the fact that it's still not out. And I thought that was a little funny. I think this might be the final Nidoran for now. Let's see. I'll wait for like the next one to spawn to see if it gets the shiny effect, because like it's after every catch that the shiny chance rolls. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end after like the next one spawns in, and also check the Charizard above. Not a shiny Charizard and not a shiny Nidoran. Okay then. I know it's a bit sudden, but yeah. Alright guys, so that's where we're gonna leave it for now. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.